We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
Great, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Brissett. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. On play action, Brissett. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 25 yards that time. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jacoby Brissett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Hurts. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. He's across midfield, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember,
You just need to take the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser.
Swift, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They will run it with Swift here.
And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Now Howard. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Commander defense able to hold.
A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
Second down and 8.
That is on the 3-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Brissett. Flushed out right. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, Brissett.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Brissett going to move him around here.
From his end zone on third, it's Brissett. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line.
First down, Washington.
They go play action with Brissett.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Man open is Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brissett.
Looking for Dotson. He's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson.
26 yards.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next the score. Commanders 14, Eagles nothing.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
A gain of 22.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Great. Hey, 73.
One more time with Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 13-7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And right side, they're going to go option here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. To throw is Brissett. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Almost 13 yards. It's second down.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3rd and 20. Throwing, Brissett. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Play fake, Brissett, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that is no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Those are the kicks that you worry you might have to confront again in the end. You had a chance to go up by 2 scores here in the third quarter, but your kicker can't convert.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Nice run and some new digs for Swift, the biggest name to be dealt during this year's draft. Had some tough times in 3 years with the Lions, but the good news for him, he's now in Philadelphia and knows exactly how to get the most out of a versatile runner.
Fighting his way through contact. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
63, 60. No.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals, because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
No contact.
Penny is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
They'll run with Swift.
And he's in. Touchdown, the Eagles.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Elliott on for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Allen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And the Eagles have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
A gain of 16 yards.
First down, Brissett.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
So from the 37, here's a second down and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got room at the 30.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Look at our partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
And the Commanders first down.
19.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Middle. Go.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Brissett to throw on first. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he is caught. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And Thomas has it. Gosh, given the time and the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. But the pressure here on 3rd down, forcing the error pass. 4th down coming up.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here it is, 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. his first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Now 1st and goal.
Running with Howard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Hey, let's go.
On a sneak, it's Hurts. And he's taken down. And that'll get him a little bit closer. But every yard at this point will help your field goal kicker out. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
This is 1st and 10. Brissett.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run. But this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Now Brissett.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
This ball intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to hang on the final